Recently, just about a few months back, a lady at the age of 93, she became a diploma engineer. She always had a dream to become an engineer, but she could not for some reason. But then at the age of 90, she felt that let's go for engineering. She didn't want to do a job of engineering, but it was a dream to become an engineer. For some reason, she could not. In her young days, she had a wonderful career in the commerce field. But that small dream, she fulfilled at the age of 93. So you can always develop your abilities, your capabilities, your skills till the last breath of your life. First part is that. Second part is, if you are quite able, change is a part of life, is the only constant. Let me tell one more word to change beyond these two words, is change is routine. Routinely it will come. Adaptability is a very important aspect. Recently, Harvard University has put forward a definition for intelligence, and the definition is, adaptability to change is intelligence. Highest level of intelligence is your adaptability to change. A change comes in your life, a change comes in your career. How quick you can adapt yourself to it, that makes you intelligent. Otherwise, if you cannot adapt to change, all your talents, skills, intelligence, know-hows, knowledge, experience, all things don't count. You have to change. With the change, adapt yourself. You might have always heard that saints used to do kathas on Ramayana and Mahabharata and everything. We do. But we change with the times as well. Now we are going to the professional field to talk to the professionals as well. So you change with the times, because at the end of the day, it's our duty, a moral duty, to imbibe more and more values and virtues in the lives of people. We used to do it by parents and kathas. We continue it. We also now do it with professional talks. As simple as that. So, adaptability to change is intelligence. This is a Harvard University definition. How many of you have read Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? Just raise your hands. About 3 of you. I think more of you, you must as a professional. I'm surprised why you have not read till date. It's like a 20, 25-year-old book. He personally met more than 3,000 successful people upon this earth, successful not just as a businessman, but in all walks of life. Successful as a husband, as a wife, as a brother, as a sister, as a neighbor, as a friend, all roles to be played by a person. He personally interviewed them, and he comes to a conclusion that these 7 habits I found common in these people, and the first habit common that he found in these people was proactive. जिसको हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं प्रतिकूल परिस्थिति में सानुकूल प्रतिभाव. दिस इज कॉल्ड एडेप्टेबिलिटी. प्रतिकूल परिस्थिति में सानुकूल प्रतिभाव. That is in the circumstances that or situations that are not comfortable, that you are not comfortable with them. You produce out a response that is comfortable to your team, to the circumstances, to the happenings. Proactive is the word, first habit that they had. Proactivity means adaptability. In the negative happenings, you give a positive response. That is called proactive. And that is the best adaptability. Because that response comes out of certain core values that you have decided to live with in your life. One small example, that whoever even gives me a cuss word, throws it at me, I will always respond it with a smile. For example, if you have decided this in your life, I will never say a cuss word, but anybody throwing it at me, I'll respond it with a good smile. Now this is called proactivity. This is a good adaptability. From that to many things. Adaptability with situations, with circumstances. Our Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj, he was once in New York, and the room in which he was sitting was quite small because the construction was of the 70s. And somebody told him the room is very small. Pramukh Swami Maharaj responded, small rooms are good, less power is utilized. Just 1 week after that, he was in Toronto, where it was quite spacious, lately built, and the same person said, Swamiji, such big rooms are quite good. Pramukh Swami said, yes, big rooms are quite good. More people can be incorporated in. More people can sit. Small room is also good. Big room is also good. This is called adaptability. Your attitude towards looking at it. Small room, less power used. Big room, fine. More people can walk in, come in, sit in. Pramukh Swami Maharaj had this adaptability. And that is why we are, as an organization, we have grown. Once he wrote a letter, Pramukh Swami Maharaj wrote a letter to a senior saint, transferring him from one temple to another temple for some other activity. He had kept the letter with him. At that time, two of our elder saints, who would look after the saints' activity, their portfolios, the type of the services they are to be involved in, the place that they stay, their transfers and everything, two of our elder saints. They came in and they suggested Pramukh Swami Maharaj that for this senior saint, we have thought for this temple, this city and this activity. Pramukh Swami Maharaj found it quite good. He immediately brought out that letter which he himself had written and he tore it off. And our two elder saints, administrators, he would say, Swamiji, why did you do this? What is this? He said, for the same saint, I had thought something else, but I found yours quite better. This is called adaptability with your team, with your subordinates, with your colleagues.